tool company out there has the best of everything. Everybody has duds. What up, guys? CP the Tool Addict. Woo! I am coming at you today with something a little bit different. And, you know, I think this is actually a really overlooked topic because a lot of people always say to me or whatnot, I put a short out here recently that has a lot of views on it. And the one big aspect that I don't see anybody talking about is there's a lot of people offended or negative, or some people agree. And the one thing that nobody talks about is a marketing technique. And what the biggest problem is that I don't think people really understand that you're getting fooled into a lot of times buying tools. If you look here, right here, extended, huge. Why is the word huge highlighted in yellow? Last chance. They want you to see huge and last chance. And this is what happens. It's getting into your brain receptors and getting you to see those words first. Huge. You see how huge is shown 3 times here? And then you have get coupons. They want the keywords to be put into this. Now, I'm not just picking on Harbor Freight. Obviously, sales tool flyers, such as Snap-on, Mac Tools, so on and so forth, do the same thing. Obviously, we have the green, save $60. Save $129. These types of marketing are designed to open your receptors to these types of deals and make you excited, enthusiastic about buying stuff. Now, what I dislike about salesmen is that a lot of times I don't believe salesmen are behind their product, and I never have been. You notice this big yellow background. I should say I've never been like that. I really want to stand behind a product that meets my needs, and I believe it. And the internet is not subject to not doing this. Even now, when you go to search something, look at this, low price. Even Google has now recognized that they can use marketing tactics to get more of their customers in on Google. Companies like Sears have been using sales tactics. And clearly, you can see $549 marked down to $229. You notice the big number, the red number. These types of tactics have really become synonymous in every aspect of our lives, whether it becomes from cell phones to laptops, electronics, phone, anything. You can almost look at it, and this dates back to the used car salesman. I'd like to say, according to the internet, a used car salesman whose job is selling cars who already had one or more owners. The stereotype, generally fixed, not accurate idea of a used car salesman, often found in jokes, cartoons, etc., is that they are not sincere, honest, or reliable. And when you get that title as a used car salesman, this dates back to those tactics right here. The biggest thing to watch out for a used car salesman, the hard sell. This is a person that simply won't leave you alone. I've seen this happen in tool sales too, and a lot of people know that if you see a tool truck guy come in and he's hassling you when you're trying to do your job, that's going to get to you. Selling on payment instead of price. Well, we all know the tool truck does that. If you're not looking at the bottom line, most likely you're getting used car salesman. The trade-in trick. Snap-on's notorious for doing this all the time. Do this trade up, trade in, trade out. Bad information. Another common tactic of dealers. Answer this question of misleading information. This is all things, hidden fees. Those could be related to credit card fees that a salesman doesn't tell you about. The waiting game. Ever bought a car from a dealer and chances you've been a victim of waiting? Yeah. There's things that all come down to this is pretty much a Bible of tactics for marketing. A lot of people seem to enjoy searching YouTube, and I think the reality of it is because of wholesome content from people. You got guys like Torque Test channel and Project Farm that do these videos that are unsponsored, and you know, there's some good to that. I understand. There's also some aspects of getting some stuff from companies that I think we're missing out on. You know, for instance, cheap Chinese tools. It's not hard to jump on Amazon these days and see a ton of these cordless impacts, Garden Joy cordless. The names alone are worth the read on these, but Deco Pro, Avid Power, Worksite, and if you notice, the colors on these all usually generally represent another brand. Bosch, Hart, I guess we could go with for the Deco Pro, DeWalt for the Garden Joy. The Sevum is obviously Milwaukee looking. These are all marketing tactics in order to get you to spend your hard-earned money. And obviously they put out there things like 580 foot-pounds or 800 newton meters, to quote the Torque Test channel on the new metric video that he put out, 3,300. These are all, the wording, everything is for marketing tactics, and it leaves usually the consumer with a lot of questions. Obviously, a lot of people look at the price now. I mean, you're going to look at this Garden Joy and you're going to say, wow, this is a half-inch drive impact for $53. How could I go wrong versus a Milwaukee or something of that aspect? A DeWalt for $237. And we see right above it is a 20-volt cordless half-inch impact, Chuck Power impact wrench, by the way, 2,380 pounds. Makes that number look big, but it's $61 to the $237. And then below it, the Avid Power is $66 for a 3/8 with a max torque of 240. If you see the correlation here with these marketing tactics, you start to understand that this is a big mind game against consumers. And that's why I do my channel, is because I recognize these mind games, and you have to do a lot of research. And honestly, for the amount of research that I do, people don't understand. But I have questions all the time where people ask me this and that. But can I honestly go to look at this Seville 21-volt cordless impact and say, is this thing good or not? Chances are some of these tools might even be being made in the same factory as some of your favorite name brand tools. But if you see companies like Harbor Freight doing 20-volt cordless ultra torque impact test, a lot of times they're throwing videos down here, if we look, of some other Milwaukee, DeWalt tool. But you can see already they're going after Milwaukee. 5-year limited, 3-year limited, 5-year limited on the tool, 3-year on the battery. That mimics Milwaukee's warranty 1,000%. And there's only one really good way to check things out, and that's to buy it for yourself. And then you'll know if it works for you, it works for you. Like I said, clearly, they're going after Milwaukee. Now, my biggest qualm with Harbor Freight is that a lot of people don't understand you can buy almost the same exact tools online from a different company for a little bit less. Maybe you're not getting the warranty on some of them. And Harbor Freight has recognized that they had to step their game up in order to do that. But for $229, you can buy 2 of those tools with batteries and chargers and still probably have close to the same exact tool. Now, I'm not saying this is the same tool as that, so don't take that as. But Harbor Freight is kind of becoming irrelevant because of Amazon opening the doors, and that leads me to internet sales. There is a ton of tools that you can look at all over. Honestly, the Jaeger stuff sometimes is not as cheap, but they have full sets of 26-piece ratcheting set for $69. Work Pro. A lot of these companies are selling the same exact tool with a different name. And I think that's the hard sell for a lot of companies, is you got to have something to set you apart. And when you're going to buy something, I think that's something that I try to focus on when I show my tools on my channel, is that those tools have something unique or special about them that makes me say, hey, why should I buy the Amazon basic flex wrenches over the Pittsburgh ones at Harbor Freight? And the answer is, why should you? For $15, well, chances are you can probably go to warranty them, but the thing about it is, Harbor Freight has a 90-day warranty on a lot of their stuff. That's another marketing thing. They get you in to buy the tool because it's cheap, but then when you have it break, a lot of them that don't have warranty are 90-day warranty. The beautiful part about YouTube is there's a lot of good channels out there that do these videos, and they give their honest opinion of Gear Wrench, Jaeger, Work Pro, Channel Lock. But maybe there's a lot of you out there that want to know what some of these cheaper tools are. Are they worth the money? Are they decent? And that is a good question, because I turn down a lot of these companies all the time for asking me to buy their, or they want to send me their products. And I do that just because I feel not obligated or guilty of taking tools for free. But the reality of it is if I take the tool and give it away, but I get to test it and show it to you guys and give my honest opinion, that definitely makes a difference. And that's something that weighs on me all the time. So in short, I guess the whole idea of this video is to, tell me, do you trust a company, or do you trust a small YouTuber, or even a larger YouTuber such as Harbor Freight, such as Project Farm, Torque Test Channel? These are the things, showing people, and the reality of it is that as long as a company's not paying you, what does it matter? There's a lot of snake oil salesmen out there in the world, and you can see clearly when you look at ads and stuff, and I know there's a lot of people that get this, but, it's just maybe not everybody gets it. It is important information that we spread on to everybody to not Hercules wins against Milwaukee. The reason why they're comparing these to Milwaukee is because Milwaukee has a good sales rep. This is easy marketing. In fact, it's lazy marketing, if you ask me. That's the biggest takeaway from this that I want everybody to understand, is that doing your research will always win over the long run. And I don't spend my money without doing my research. Is saving $100 worth it to buy an off-brand tool for the Ultra? And of course, Torque Test Channel just did a video on this. I don't believe so. I mean, that's the thing, is you want to get your best bang for your buck. Spending a little bit of money, such as buying some Snap-on, whether people believe it or not, some of the tools that they have are absolutely, bar none. No tool company out there has the best of everything. Everybody has duds. But in the reality of it is, I don't have one of anything. I'm not bound by any company. I'm not bound by any one tool person. I think in order to have the best collection of tools possible, you have to shop around to buy tools everywhere. I've bought cheaper tools that are as good as professional names, such as Snap-on. For instance, Capri. It is not considered a high-end tool, but they still have great tools and they offer great customer service, and they're also giving me a good value for the money. You have up-and-comers in the game, Michael Pro. Now, a lot of people will argue that they are just a sticker company manufacturing tools, and that's the case. Like I said, there is a ton of tool companies out there that are manufacturing in the same place. What do they offer different that sets them apart from everybody else? Some people might be making things in China, where others are making them in Taiwan. The same tool, different manufacturing facilities. And I definitely look out for those too. And to find out all this information, it isn't easy. I can promise you that. So I hope this video helps some people out in some way, shape, or form, because I have a lot to say and think about this, and I really take it to heart when I look at some kind of tool and think about it and talk about it to show people, my viewers. I really put into a lot of effort and time and dedication into understanding whether something, and I've actually turned down tools from companies because I don't believe in them. Now, the reality of it is, should I show that on the channel? Should I bring that to light? I just don't believe it's necessary. If I don't show it on my channel, that doesn't mean I agree with it. The tools that I show, I stand behind. Meaning, If you see it on my channel or I've done a review on it, that means I stand behind it because I believe in it. I always believed, even when I was a Mac tool salesman, that if you sell a tool that you don't believe in, karma's going to come get you. And I still believe that to this day. I don't want to sell anything that something's going to come back and bite me in the butt. You told me to get this, and it was absolute garbage. Yeah. Now, there's going to be failures of everything, okay? I'm not perfect. But I definitely give it my best shot. So anyways, guys, I hope you appreciated this video. Hope you liked it. Remember, like, comment, share, subscribe. Ring that bell. Remember, keep your hands dirty and your money clean. Thanks for watching.